I've been all over this country, from the mountains to the sea, and the prettiest world in all this world is up in the high country. Up in the high country, Lord, up in the high country. Prettiest place in all this world is up in the high country. Up in the high country, up in the high country, Lord, up in the high country. Prettiest place in all this world is up in the high country. Up in the high country, boys, up in the country. Prettiest place in this world, up in the high country. It's up in the high country, boys, up in the high country. Prettiest place in all the world is up in the high country. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Froggy Mountain Brothers Online Show. That was Up on the High in the High Country. That was one from Roy McMillan, and tonight we'd like to celebrate a few anniversaries and birthdays. And a couple of days ago was Roy McMillan's birthday, and so we wanted to honor him by doing a few of these songs. We also had a birthday for Rodney Dillard, Rodney Dillard of the Dillards. So we'll do some songs from the Dillards. That was May 17th, their birthday. Also May 16th was Doug Dillard's passing date in 2012. So we'll do a few songs from the Dillards. And also in 2016, on this day, May 19, James King passed away. So we'll honor James King tonight as well.
Oh yeah, the bluegrass storyteller.
And hey everybody, it's good to see you.
Yeah, we see there's a lot
good to have a lot
here.
of people here.
Yeah, Festuca, Kakarnak. I think I saw Ken, Didi, and we even had I think yeah, Ken just joined the lily pad. He came to the lily pad, and now he can enjoy the new emote that the vegan vixen did for us. It's wonderful from her.
He was already in, but
yeah.
It's been 9 months, so thank you for the 9 months.
Yeah, thank
Ken.
you very much.
Hope you like the new emotes. We were really happy that vegan vixen just sent them to us, and she was very patient with my nitpickings. And yeah, I think let us know if you think how do you think what do you think of them, and they're really cool.
Bonsoir à tous, bienvenue au Frog's Online Show, on espère que vous allez bien. Donc ce soir on va faire on va rendre hommage à quelques artistes de bluegrass. Le premier morceau qu'on a fait, c'était un morceau de Roy McMillan, un artiste de bluegrass pas très connu mais qui a écrit quelques chansons sympathiques. Et du coup on va faire quelques-unes ce soir. Il y a aussi eu l'anniversaire de Rodney Dillard il n'y a pas longtemps. Donc on va faire quelques chansons des Dillards, dont la prochaine chanson qui s'appelle All Blue et qui parle d'un chien qui s'appelle Blue. Et aussi aujourd'hui en 2016, c'était la date du décès de James King, le raconteur du bluegrass, un grand artiste du bluegrass, un peu moderne, je crois qu'il est vers l'époque années 80, 2000, quelque chose comme ça. On a eu la chance de pouvoir le voir en concert et c'était quelque chose. Et assez réputé pour faire beaucoup de chansons qui racontent des histoires un peu émotionnelles et prenantes. Et donc maintenant, donc, on va faire Old Blue pour les Dillards.
And yeah, there's even an auto harp in the emotes there. And it was a bit tricky to get right, but I don't think we've planned to use it tonight, the auto harp, but hopefully we'll find a place for it next week or soon.
Yep.
Let's try this little old song there, an old traditional song about a dog, one called Old Blue. He chased the possum of a cinnamon tree. Blue looked at the possum and he looked at me. Blue, blue, you could argue. 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 Some good and bread, made those sweeters round and around. When old Blue died, he died so hard. He dug big holes in our backyard. Blue, blue, good argue, blue, blue, good argue. Blue, blue, good argue, blue, blue, good argue. Silver spade, let him down with a golden chain. When I get to heaven, the first thing I'll do, I'll grab my heart and I go for blue. Blue, blue, good argue, blue, blue, good argue. Blue, blue, good argue, blue, blue, good argue. All right, that was an old traditional song. We heard the Dillards play this one on one of their famous live album. I think it was called Almost Live there. And I would like to do a number from James King there. And my brother will sing this one. One called Second-Handed Flowers, written by Tom T. Hole, another great storyteller.
Yeah, and I saw Ken asking for a rooster emote in the chat. And I'm actually working on one. I want to try to do a rooster that dances while playing banjo. So
you never make it.
Yeah.
So it'll be a long time coming, but
it's a work in progress.
We'd love to have a little rooster emote there for the buddy out there.
And well, I already have a picture, so maybe I can work on it a little bit, and even if it's not animated yet, maybe we can put it as it is, so that you can have a rooster emote. But yeah, we'll see. Maintenant, ce qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau qu'on fait du coup que James King fait en bluegrass, un morceau écrit par Tom T. Hall, qui s'appelle Second-Handed Flowers, et qui raconte l'histoire de quelqu'un qui voulait aller voir une femme qu'il connaît dans une ville pour la courtiser, et finalement on lui apprend que en fait elle s'est déjà mariée il y a plusieurs années, et du coup il va voir une autre amie, et puis comme il avait déjà acheté les fleurs pour l'autre, il lui apporte les fleurs, et puis c'est là qu'il apprend que en fait elle a été dans un grave accident de voiture, et du coup ces fleurs qui devaient être pour un rendez-vous sont pour elle qui est au plus mal. Second-Handed Flowers. Walking in Miami, and said you'll have to wait. Then I noted there were people standing in the line, and some of them were holding pretty flowers just like mine. They explained that Susie had been in an awful crash. Doctor said that she had just a little while to last. When I walked into her room, I felt a sense of shame. But I heard Susie whisper, I'm awfully glad you came. She had been the girl that I had always gone to see when someone that I cared for had been untrue to me. I handed her the flowers and she gently kissed my hand. She said, don't be embarrassed, you know I understand. Goodbye, and as I bent to kiss her fevered brow, I heard her whisper, thank you for the second-handed flower. I heard her whisper, thank you for the second-handed flower.
All right, that was Second-Handed Flowers from James King. Salut, Winwy.
Thank you very much, Didi, for the sub. Welcome to the lead pad. I guess he subbed just to use the new emotes.
Yeah,
So,
well,
so I guess we'll have to send a part of the share of the money to Vegan
Vixen. All right, we'll try to play a little bit of banjo now, and we'll start with a little instrumental there that the Dillards recorded. It's sort of a variation on Cripple Creek. They called it Banjo in the Holler.
Alors pour la prochaine, on va retourner sur les Dillards avec un morceau instrumental ils se sont inspirés beaucoup de Cripple Creek pour le faire, un morceau qui s'appelle Banjo in the Holler.
All right, so just a little bit of a little piece of history about the Dillards. If you not familiar with them, they were born in the Ozarks Mountains in Missouri, and they moved to California, I think, and they were on the. If you've heard about the Andy Griffith Show, that was a series. That was a show, a TV show featuring Andy Griffith in the town of Mayberry, and the Dillards made several appearances there as the Darlings, and it kind of boosted their popularity and bluegrass popularity in California and all around the country. And I believe this Banjo in the Hollow is one of the tunes that you could hear on the Andy Griffith Show.
Alors un petit peu d'histoire, les Dillards, c'est un groupe qui a eu une activité en Californie et à un moment donné ils ont été recrutés par une télévision pour en fait apparaître comme un groupe dans une série. Du coup dans la série ça s'appelait les Darlings et cette série c'était The Andy Griffith Show. Peut-être que ça ne vous dit rien, c'est pas forcément très connu en France, peut-être qu'au Québec ils connaissent. En tout cas la musique du générique ça fait... ça. Et du coup ça a beaucoup aidé à booster la popularité des Dillards, ce qui leur a permis d'enregistrer un album et d'avoir un petit peu de carrière bluegrass et aussi du coup de promouvoir un peu le bluegrass aux États-Unis avec ce morceau, avec donc cette série The Andy Griffith Show. Et là donc on va faire un morceau instrumental des Dillards qui notamment a été joué dans le show.
Banjo in the holler.
Oh yeah, and thank you very much for the follow, King Cobra 74.
All right, we'll get in the key of E minor there. This is an old traditional murder ballad that the Dillards recorded. One called Polyphone.
Oh hey Alex, well
oh, I didn't know about that, Alex.
Yeah, didn't know about that.
It's a really nice tune. It's kind of similar to Cripple Creek with a little twist and a little bit of melodic banjo. That's one of the rare times you'll see me sort of doing some melodic banjo.
Oh yeah, Festival said that this one is good for practicing your C
on
to
the
G
guitar
to C chord change. All right.
This is a very changey song on the guitar. Right. So tonight we're doing a little bit of Dillards for Doug Dillard. Doug Dillard's passing was May 16th, and Rodney Dillard was born May 17th. So we're doing a little bit of Dillards. We'll do a little bit of Roy McMillan tunes because he was born on May 17th as well, and also some James King, who passed away May 19th, 2016. Now we'll keep on the Dillards and do a little Polyphone. Ready?
Oh yeah. And if you like bluegrass music, know that Alex Hitch just said on Facebook that he loves Banjo in the Holler. He hosts a radio show tomorrow. It's on every Tuesday. I can't remember the exact time. It's East Coast time.
It's 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh yeah, and he only brings good traditional bluegrass, and there's modern and legendary bluegrass, but it's all good stuff. We love his show.
And we have a theory he's stealing some songs from our shows on Mondays to play the next day.
Oh yeah, maybe. So, and if you want to find it, it's on wdvx.com, and you can listen live on the website. So now we'll do a little bit of Polyphone.
Setting of the sun, for beside her, and so that it was she. Cried Polly, oh Polly, him as have killed thee. He lifted up her head, and so that she was dead, and a fountain of tears for his true love he shed. For she'd wrapped and wrapped about her, and he took her for a swoon. Oh, and alas, it was she, Polly Bone. In the middle of the night, Polly Bone did appear. Cried Jimmy, oh Jimmy, you must have no fear. Just tell them you were hunting when your trial day is done, and you won't be convicted for what you have done. For she'd wrapped around me, and I took her for a swoon. Oh, and alas, it was she, Polly Bone. In the middle of the trial, Polly Vaughan did appear. Cried uncle, oh uncle, Jimmy Randall must go clear. The lawyers and the judges stood around in a row. In the middle, Polly Vaughan like some fountain of snow. For she'd wrapped and wrapped about her, and it took her for a swoon. Oh, and alas, it was she, Polly Bone. Oh, and alas, it was she, Polly Bone. All right, that was Polly Vaughan. That was an old time tune there with the Dillards versions, and now I would like to do a tune that James King recorded. It's originally from Connie and Babe, written by Connie Gately there. One called The Lonely Years Belong to Me.
Oh yeah, and I think this one, when he recorded it, it was Dale Connell on the tenor.
It's possible. Let me get in the key of B flat there.
Alright, la prochaine qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau qu'on tient de James King, écrit par Connie Gately de Connie and Babe. Connie and Babe, on les a pas beaucoup fait dans notre show, mais ces deux contient notre version de la chanson Barbary Allen. Un morceau qui s'appelle The Lonely Years Belong to Me.
Checking my tuning a little bit because you might remember I broke a banjo string last week, so I got new strings there. They tend not to hold the right tuning as well as older strings, but I think it should be all right. Let's do The Lonely Years Belong to Me.
You mean you'll be less in tune than the usual? Won't change a lot.
I heard a voice so soft and tender, and every those lonely years belong to me. We'll keep on with the James Kings there. And this is another one that he recorded called A Faded Rose, A Broken Heart.
On va faire quelques-unes de James King là. Le prochain qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau qui s'appelle A Faded Rose, A Broken Heart. Donc une rose fanée, un cœur brisé.
Right, I didn't see the new key there.
Your banjo is out of tune, but if you play out of key, it will be really horrible.
Alright, A Faded Rose, A Broken Heart. I was standing by a garden wall where the roses bloom in southern sky. You pressed one rose up to your lips the night we spoke our last goodbye. Oh, the rose you kissed has faded now, dear. Your love is gone since we were apart. You went away and left behind a faded rose, a broken heart. Sometimes I wish we'd never met. When this true thing I recall, it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. For the rams, it seems that you're near me, and I hear you say we'll never part. Then fade dreams disappear and leave a faded rose, a broken heart. I was standing by a garden wall where the roses bloomed in thousand skies. You pressed one rose up to your lips the night we spoke our last goodbye. Oh, the rose you kissed has faded now, dear. Our love is gone since we were apart. You went away and left behind a faded rose, a broken heart. A faded rose, a broken heart. All right, A Faded Rose, A Broken Heart.
Oh yeah, and thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Sup, I'm
Sup, I'm me.
something like that. The next one we'll do is one that was written by Chris Stapleton, probably at the moment of his life when he was mostly writing songs and not performing. One called Daddy Doesn't Pray Anymore, and the reason I said it was probably when he was mostly writing songs is because the first recording of the song is not from Chris Stapleton, and we have James King that recorded it before him, but it's credited to Chris Stapleton, so I think it's from him. One called Daddy Doesn't Pray Anymore.
Thanks for the kind words there, everybody, Tenacious Leech and all the others. We really appreciate them. If you got, by the way, I'd like to say it once more. We got new emotes that Vegan Vixen kindly made for us. So if you have enough channel points, you should be able to unlock one of them. Maybe I've never really tried it, but Should work. If you feel like it, let's try this little Daddy Doesn't Pray Anymore.
Oh yeah, la prochaine chanson qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau qui a été a priori écrit par Chris Stapleton à une époque où en fait il faisait pas vraiment de concerts, mais il écrivait surtout des chansons. Et je dis ça parce que ce morceau a été enregistré par James King avant lui, donc voilà. Un morceau qui s'appelle Daddy Doesn't Pray Anymore.
Doesn't pray anymore. I guess it's finished talking to the Lord. He used to fold his hand by his head down to the floor. But Daddy doesn't pray anymore. I remember when times were bad, he thanked Jesus for everything he had, for a good wife, 3 children, and a food upon our plate. So everything was right, he said grace. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. I guess it's finished talking to the Lord. He used to fold his hands and bow his head down to the floor. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. Was a time when we didn't get along, 'cause I thought I was right, he was wrong. Still when I lay down at night, I'd hear him get down on his knees and say a little prayer just for me. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. I guess he's finished talking to the Lord. He used to fold his hands and bow his head down to the floor. But Daddy doesn't pray anymore. Today I followed Daddy down to church. Listen to the preacher read God's word. We sang his favorite hymn, but Daddy didn't make a sound. This afternoon we'll lay him in the ground. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. I guess it's Mama's Daddy Doesn't Pray Anymore. That's a Chris Stapleton song that James King recorded a long time ago, and now we'd like to do one on the mandolin. We'll try to do it in the key of C, and this is one we got from this is one that Roy McMillan recorded and wrote, and I think we got this one from our buddy Alex Leach down there in East Tennessee. I think he's the first one we heard doing it. He recorded it, I believe, on the New Traditional album. So we'll send this one out to Alex Leach, The Cold and Lifeless Form.
And thank you very much, Festuca, for the nice words on my guitar break. I'll send you the money right back. Alors, le prochain qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau qu'on va dédier à Alex Leach, un ami qu'on a aux États-Unis qui a enregistré la prochaine chanson qu'on va vous faire. Un morceau écrit par Roy McMillan cette fois, un morceau qui s'appelle Cold and Lifeless Form.
Today I saw the trees a-budding. That means that spring has come again. I can enjoy the flowers blooming, for my heart so full of pain. I'm standing here by a silver casket, and the body that my tears fell on is the body of my dear sweet mother. Once she lived, but now she's gone. Oh no, dear God, this can be mother, the one to whom my life was born so long ago in a mountain cabin. Now the cold and lifeless form. That was from Roy McMillan, whose birthday it was a couple days ago on May 17th. All right, that was fun to do. We got, I think, one more on the mandolin there, and we'll do another Dillards tune. This is another one that was featured on the Andy Griffith show, although it was not sung by one of the Dillards, but by an actress that also played on the show. But it was written by two of the Dillards, Rodney, whose birthday was May 17th, yep. And Mitch Jane, their mandolin player. One called "There Is a Time."
And I see that Didi asked about the frogs as the emotes, and I think Festuca explained the story. So it's a play of word because we are French, and English people used to call French frogs because we like to eat frog legs. And it's a play of word with the Foggy Mountain Boys, which are the band that plays for Flat and Scruggs. So this is how we.
Did you just steal Festuca's explanation there?
Yeah. Well, it's the explanation. I can't make up another explanation.
They explained it perfectly. Let's get in this little E minor there and do this There Is a Time.
Donc on va faire un morceau coécrit par Rodney Dillard qui s'appelle There Is a Time.
Time for love and laughter. The days will pass like summer storms. The winter winds will follow after. There is love and love is warm. There is a time for us to wander. When time is young and so are we. The woods are green or over yonder. The path is new, the word is free. There is a time when leaves are falling, the woods are gray, the paths are old, the snow will come and geese are calling. You need a fire against the cold. There is a time for love and laughter. The time is young and so are we. The woods are greener over yonder. The path is new, the word is free. So do your roaming in the springtime, and you'll find your love in the summer sun. The frost will come and bring the harvest, and you can sleep when day is done. There is a time for us to wander, when time is young and so are we. The woods are greener over yonder. The path is new, the word is free. The path is new, the word is free. All right, one called "There Is a Time." That's the one that we don't play very often, but we've been playing it for a long time. Maybe almost 15 years, I think. Maybe
Yeah.
at least 15 years, I think. Not quite often, though. Now I would like to do another from the Dillards, and this next one is an instrumental. It's very much Doug Dillard's tune. It is indeed called Doug's tune. So we'll try to do this one. It's written in the key of B flat. Not sure why, but it's could be G.
I don't know why.
We'll try to do it in B flat if it's.
The next one is in G, so if you want to play it in G, you can play it in G.
Well, I guess we can try it in G. It should work either way.
Alors, la prochaine qu'on va faire,
It'll save us a little bit of tuning afterwards.
La prochaine qu'on va faire, c'est un instrumental écrit par Dillard, qui n'avait probablement absolument aucune imagination pour choisir des titres d'instrumentaux, puisqu'il a tout simplement appelé sa chanson le morceau de Doug. Voilà. C'est le niveau d'imagination. Yeah, I guess Doug Dillard wasn't really good with imagining names.
Coming up with names.
Coming up with names for his tune. It's just Doug's tune. It's really. It's quite descriptive. Well, you can't say it's not true. Like you can say banjo in a holler, but have you made that banjo tune in a holler? Well, Doug's tune, you're pretty much sure that Doug made the tune. So I guess it's true.
Was it Doug Dillard though? It could have been some other guy named.
I don't know.
No, it is indeed Doug Dillard. And we'll try to do it for you. It's a very fun tune that I don't think we played often enough, but we'll try it tonight.
And I'm supposed to do the introduction, so I have a lot of pressure right now. So I'll try. Where is my D? Yeah, here.
It's still in G though.
Oh, it's in G. Oh, okay. I'll make.
Alright, Doug's tune, I hope you liked it. It's very fun to play. And always a hoot there. I would like to do a song from James King. I think it's one of his famous songs. It was written by Fred Eaglesmith. And talks about the hard life of farmers and dealing with loss. One called 30 Years of Farming.
Alors, le qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau écrit par Fred Eaglesmith, enregistré en bluegrass par James King, qui raconte l'histoire d'une famille de fermiers qui croulent sous les dettes et sont obligés de vendre tout et partir refaire leur vie ailleurs. Un morceau qui s'appelle 30 Years of Farming, donc après 30 ans de ferme.
Just look, he's
Danger!
filling in for Westphalia Mag there. All right.
nothing for us to do. Nothing in the granary, no hay in the mow, no cattle, no tractor, no tool. So we loaded up the car with the clothes that we wore and a few things we managed to save. I read from the book, we took one last look, and then we drove away.
And on the porch by the general store, they put up a little sign. An auction sale day after tomorrow on the end of Lincoln Line. 30 years of farming, 30 years of heartache, 30 years of day to day.
My daddy stopped talking
The day the farm was auctioned, there was nothing left to say.
My daddy stopped talking
The day the farm was auctioned, there was nothing left to say. All right, that was 30 years of farming.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one from James King there. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you're having a good time with us. And, well, now we'd like to do another Roy McMillan song. He wrote a lot of songs. When you look at Roy McMillan's albums, it's almost all originals. So
Howdy, Abaddus.
there's a lot of good songs to be gathered and collected from Roy McMillan. And this is a sort of his take and retelling on a traditional murder ballad with a similar story than as the Knoxville Girl and the Banks of the Ohio. The story goes a little bit further there in the aftermath. It's a beautiful song called The Watery Deep.
Well, welcome, Abaddus. Yeah, it is an awesome tune. It was written by Fred Eaglesmith, and in bluegrass you can hear it by James King, the bluegrass storyteller. It's a song called 30 Years of Farming.
It was also the title of one of James King's albums.
Yep. Après, qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau de Roy McMillan, qui est un petit peu une réinvention de quelques murder ballades. Donc des chansons où il y a un meurtre. En général, c'est un gars qui tue sa fiancée, on ne sait pas trop pourquoi. Un morceau qui s'appelle The Watery Deep.
She'd never marry me. We went out for a Sunday walk, and by the river we stopped and talked. I plunged a knife into her breast. Don't kill me was the last regret. Took her by her golden hair and dragged her where the water was deep. Another man's bride she'll never be. She's in her grave in the watery deep. I went back home, but I could not sleep for thinking of the one in the watery deep. I knew that I could never tell that I'd murdered the one I loved so well. I left my home before daylight. I had no saying sleep, and her voice cried out from the watery deep. Stay with me tonight, and darkness here, and there's no light, but it's peaceful here, and you can sleep down here with me in the watery deep, forevermore in the watery deep. All right, the watery deep. That was one from Roy McMillan there. Roy McMillan, if you want to get the timelines, he recorded mostly in the, I think in the early 70s. I think most of his albums are around 1973 and so. And I would like to get in the key of B and do another Roy McMillan song, and this is one that was also recorded in, I think, 1983, 10 years after Roy McMillan recorded it. It was recorded by Joe Val and the New England Boys. One called Cold Wind.
Oh yeah! Alors, qu'on va faire sur encore un morceau écrit par Roy McMillan, qui n'était pas très connu mais qui a écrit pas mal de chansons sympas qui ensuite ont été enregistrées par d'autres. Et notamment celle-là a été enregistrée par Joe Val, un morceau qui s'appelle Cold Wind, le vent froid.
All right, that was Cold Wind from Roy McMillan.
Oh yeah, and thanks for the follow, Gwen Yelb. Merci pour le follow, Gwen Yelb. Gwen Yelb. Je ne sais pas.
Well, let's say Gwen.
Gwen. Let's say Gwen, yeah.
All right, we'll take the violin now. And,
the next one we'll do is one that has been made famous by James King, and it's about another legend of bluegrass music. One gentleman called Mr. Roy Lee.
Sinners.
Roy Lee Sanders. He was the lead singer for Ralph Stanley after Carter passed away, and has been for a long time. And he died in the strange circumstances, and it wasn't real clean. And his death was kind of hard on the bluegrass scene at the time. It's a song called Riley.
Well, if you call like 4 years a long time, he was Ralph's singer for, I think, from 1971, maybe late 70 to 74. I think was when he passed away. And then Keith Whitley, we talked about it last week. Keith Whitley then rejoined Ralph Stanley's band to sing lead. All right, and Roy was famous for having a voice that was very, very similar to Carter Stanley's voice, and sometimes you almost couldn't tell the difference between the two. Even Ralph was quoted as saying that sometimes on stage when he closed his eyes, he felt like Carter was still there by his side. And so this is a song that James King recorded that honors Roy Lee. It's called just Roy Lee.
Hey, Vegan Vixen and the Raiders. So for you Raiders from the Vegan Vixen, maybe you don't know. I don't know if she told you, but she made a gift to us this past week. She made some emotes for us, and that's very kind of her. We really thank her for that. My brother has been very picky and asked to change the emotes a little bit. And she very gracefully made the changes and said she had fun. Well, she probably wasn't.
Thank you for your patience, and thank you so much for the raid, Vixen.
Oh yeah.
People are loving the new emotes. So,
oh yeah, they love them. They love them.
We're really happy about it and happy about them. So thank you so much again.
And I saw that Festuca liked the Cold Wind song. Well, I guess when you live in Canada, you have to like Cold Wind.
All right.
All right, and thank you for the follow, Abadus.
And I know, Festuca, I know you like Joe Val, and
yeah.
And I think he recorded it on the Diamond Joe album. I think that's the same one where he did. Well,
I think
I Never Will Marry.
Yeah, I think the album is Cold Wind.
No, I don't think so.
Really?
I think it's Diamond Joe. I could be mistaken. Maybe.
I was watching the video on YouTube.
Well, I can't remember, but
this afternoon.
It's on one of Joe Val's album. And,
yeah.
Joe Val is.
If you search Cold Wind Joe Val, you'll find it. And thank you very much for the follow. CRPYO1GMRD. There's probably a meaning behind these letters, but I can't figure it out right now.
And Abadus, thank you for the follow as well.
Yep. Alors, le prochain qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau qui a été écrit en hommage à Roy Lee Sanders, qui a fait le chant lead pour Ralph Stanley pendant 4 ans et qui est mort dans des circonstances assez douteuses. Après qu'il a eu un différend avec un shérif qui l'accusait de coucher avec sa femme. Bref, une sale histoire des montagnes, et il a été abattu de tirs de revolver ou quelque chose comme ça. Un morceau du coup enregistré par James King, Riley. Oh well, Vixen, we don't like the emotes, we love them. They're really gorgeous and really, really, really nice.
was a simple man from the mountains. Those hills put a song in his head, and how the miles can take you from wherever you are, and how he felt when he held his guitar. He turned the heads of the ladies, wound up in jail for the life that he's led.
Bonne nuit, Toto.
He had to wash down his suffering with white pills and whiskey, for he was restless and tortured inside. Now he's crossed his last lonesome river. No ring strangers, stone walls are still barred. Now he's up on the mountain where I hope he finds peace. God bless him and rest him royally. Some said he was mean and cold-hearted. Some said a victim of life's circumstance. Oh, but we all agree he was a man from the mountain that only he and his God understands. Now he's crossed his last lonesome river. No ring strangers, stone walls are still barred. Now he's back on the mountain where I hope he finds peace. God bless him and rest him royally. Now he's crossed his last lonesome river. No ring strangers, stone walls are still barred. Now he's back on the mountain where I hope he finds peace. God bless him and rest him royally. God bless him and rest him royally. All right, that was a song Royally by James King there. And hey Raiders, salut les Raiders.
Salut.
J'espère que ça va bien, j'espère que vous avez passé un bon stream et une bonne journée, et qu'on on va égayer cette fin de journée, cette nuit, avant de vous coucher.
Ouais, j'ai vu un bout, je crois, à un moment, il regardait probablement une série ou un truc comme ça, et à un moment, il y avait une coupure pub.
Tu as retenu que la coupure pub, c'est ça?
Voilà, en gros, j'ai vu quasiment que la coupure pub, donc... Alors, est-ce qu'on a bientôt du banjo pour Westphalia Mike?
Waouh!
Ah, dans un moment quand
Dans
même.
si longtemps!
Déjà, c'était un morceau qui s'appelait Riley, un morceau sur le chanteur de bluegrass Riley Centers, qui a été chanteur lead pour Ralph Stanley pendant 4 ans avant de décéder dans des circonstances assez douteuses. Il a été abattu d'un coup d'arme à feu et il avait un différend avec le shérif du coin qui l'accusait d'avoir couché avec sa femme. Et ensuite, bizarrement, personne n'a été accusé du meurtre, etc. Et, ça a vraiment été étouffé. Et ça reste un sujet assez compliqué. Bluegrass. Et maintenant, on va faire un autre morceau enregistré par James King.
Non, vas-y. J'essaie de retrouver.
Écrit par Larry Cordell, qui s'appelle She Took His Breath Away.
I'm trying to figure the song out. c'est pas ça qu'il m'avait dit.
Okay. Alright, the next one we'll do is one recorded by James King and written by Larry Caudle. Larry Caudle has written quite a lot of country songs and bluegrass songs. And this one is called She Took His Breath Away. He couldn't catch her eye, no matter how he tried. If she noticed him at all, he couldn't say. He didn't know if it was love or what a feeling was. He only knew she took his breath away. Called it luck, call it smart. Somehow he won her heart. She looked so gorgeous on her wedding day. She whispered, I love you. He tried to say it too, but he couldn't speak. She took his breath away. That night he closed his eyes and dreamed about her, and he swore he'd love her till his dying day. Life just wouldn't be the same without her. He loved her so, she took his breath away. Two people once told their hearts one goal, to be together for eternity. She's calling for you, Joe, and I think you'd better go. She ain't got long, he heard her doctor say. Then kneeling by her bed, the last word that she said, you know you always took my breath away. That night he closed his eyes and dreamed about her, and he swore he'd love her till his dying day. He didn't have the will to live without her. He loved her so, she took his breath away. Oh, one last time, she took his breath away.
All right, that was She Took His Breath Away. All right, we'll try to get to the key of C there here, and this is an old song that Carl Smith, a country artist, wrote and recorded way back in, I think, the 1960s, maybe the 1950s. But James King recorded it again on a more recent album, and I think Danny Paisley also recorded it, and even well, maybe not even more recent bluegrass artist. Kind of the same timeline, but Danny is still active. One called I Overlooked an Orchid.
Alors, le prochain qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau écrit par Carl Smith qui s'appelle I Overlooked an Orchid et aussi enregistré par James King.
The orchid is a flower that blooms so tenderly to thrill the fairest lady cannot compare. But how was such as I to understand? I overlooked an orchid while searching for a rose. The orchid that I overlooked was you. The rose that I was searching for has proved to be untrue. The orchid now I find, my dear, was you. The rose has lost its color, but the orchid is the same. And I'm alone to face this lonely. I didn't see the orchid, I was looking for a rose. And now I pay the price with bitter tears. I overlooked an orchid while searching for a rose. The orchid that I overlooked was you. The rose that I was looking for has proved to be untrue. The orchid that I found, my dear, was you. The orchid that I found, my dear, was you. All right, that was I Overlooked an Orchid. This is
Oh,
an
yeah.
old Carl Smith song. That
Oh, thank you very much, Festuca. Oh yeah, I got up the neck a little bit here. I'm probably getting crazy or something.
I'm probably a bad influence. All right, we got
Alright.
another James King song there, and this is one of his famous storytelling songs. And
Oh
it's
yeah,
a tragic story about a dog and a baby and a family. One called Echo Mountain.
yeah. That's a kind of song that when you pay attention to the words, you end up crying a little bit at the end. Echo Mountain. Alors, le prochain qu'on va faire, c'est un autre morceau enregistré par James King. Une de ses chansons les plus célèbres, une de ses chansons qui lui ont valu le surnom de raconteur d'histoire du bluegrass. Un morceau qui raconte l'histoire, donc je vais dire pour ceux qui parlent pas très bien anglais.
Tu vas spoiler l'histoire.
J'ai spoilé l'histoire, voilà.
Donc tu vas spoiler après.
Voilà, donc si jamais vous voulez pas l'entendre, vous avez qu'à aller au timecode suivant. Ah non, on est en live. Donc sinon, bouchez-vous les oreilles. Donc en fait, ça raconte l'histoire d'un couple qui va s'installer dans la montagne. Et au début, ils essaient d'avoir un enfant, mais comme il n'arrive pas tout de suite, ils prennent un chien. Et ils l'adorent, c'est un super chien. Puis ensuite, il y a un bébé qui arrive. Et le bébé et le chien s'entendent super bien. Et du coup, il laisse souvent en fait le chien garder le bébé tout seul. Et un jour, ils reviennent de leur travail. Et ils n'arrivent pas à trouver le bébé. Et il y a leur chien qui revient et il a la gueule complètement ensanglantée. Et du coup, ils pensent qu'il a tué le bébé. Et du coup, la mort dans l'âme, ils abattent le chien. Mais un peu plus tard, en fait, ils découvrent un endroit. 2 loups morts, tués par le chien. Et le bébé intact, encore en vie à côté. Donc le chien avait réussi à sauver la vie du bébé. Et du coup, la chanson est racontée par le bébé sauvé donc sur la montagne de l'écho, Echo Mountain. Oui, c'est très gai. Bon, après, voilà, le bébé a été sauvé quand même, mais. Voilà, c'est. Après, c'est sûr que c'est un peu les trucs où, pour faire pleurer, tu mets un chien brave qui meurt, c'est tout de suite terrible.
Now upon Echo Mountain, in the spring of 32, Jim and Becky Johnson, with a Bible and a mule, set out to raise a family, but the babies didn't come. So when they found that old stray hound, they loved him like a son. But soon their prayers were answered. The baby had his mama's eyes. How that old dog loved him, and he never left his side. They could always trust that faithful hound with the baby they all loved, till the child was missing and the dog was drenched in blood. Now the cries on Echo Mountain are a dreadful thing to hear. All the neighbors know the reason for the Johnsons' bitter tears. When a man don't use good judgment, it's the innocent who pays. Now the cries on Echo Mountain haunt me to this day. Jim picked up his rifle, he shot and killed the hound, but there inside the cabin was the baby safe and sound. When they found the back door open and two wolves were lying still, they knew they made a grave mistake with the righteous blood they spilled. Now the cries on Echo Mountain are a dreadful thing to hear. All the neighbors know the reason for the Johnsons' bitter tears. When a man don't use good judgment, it's the innocent who pays. Now the cries on Echo Mountain will haunt me to this day. Now upon Echo Mountain, you'll find a lonesome grave marked with a handmade marble stone that says, God rest the brave. When Daddy tells the story of the dog that saved my life, he always asks forgiveness, and the tears still fill his eyes. Now the cries on Echo Mountain are a dreadful thing to hear. All the neighbors know the reason for the Johnsons' bitter tears. When a man don't use good judgment, it's the innocent who pays. Now the cries on Echo Mountain haunt me to this day. That was one called Echo Mountain. And Hub Games was asking if we take requests. Yes, we do have a set list planned, but we do gladly play requests if we know them. And usually we might know them if they're bluegrass music, especially classic bluegrass, maybe early country.
Oh, I didn't know that, Ken. Well,
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
Because I was researching the song a little bit because I couldn't find an author, and I still never found an author. But I did see that it was inspired by that Welsh legend there.
I see. Yeah.
So hopefully it's not a true story.
Yeah, the main thing that can let you keep cheering up, keep your spirits high, is that it probably never existed. It's not a real story.
And
So
Hopkins
Cocaine Blues, it's probably the Johnny Cash song.
It might be the Johnny Cash song. I know Doc Watson did a version, so it's probably that one because Billy Strings is a big fan of Doc Watson. I don't know specifically the Billy String version.
Who isn't a big fan of Doc Watson? you would have to be crazy.
Do we know it? I'm not sure we ever did it, but we can try maybe.
We did it at some point. I know I had a little Cocaine Blues in me, but I think we'll have to look up the lyrics.
We'll probably have to look up the words, but we can try to do Cocaine Blues there.
All right, we'll try to do that.
I think we'll try it on the mandolin. I don't think it'll fit the banjo too well. It's sort of an old sort of traditional song that has goes by many different names. Cocaine Blues is one of them. I think Doc Watson called it Little Sadie, with a little bit of a different version, but. You're finding something readable there?
I'm trying. I'll try with just the lyrics.
Yeah, I think just the words will be enough.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's the right one. We mostly know it from by Johnny Cash under this title, and I'm not sure we could do a good job with the Doc Watson song without rehearsing it a little bit. So we'll try this Johnny Cash version there and see how it goes.
Do you think we can do it in G maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should work.
You want to sing it?
Yeah.
All right.
I think the last time we did it, I was singing it, and it was probably like 3 years ago or something.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter.
Down. I said, yes, sir, my name is Willie Lee. If you've got a warrant, just read it to me. Shut up, because she made me tongue. I thought I wanted daddy, but she had 5 more. When I was arrested, I was dressed in black. They put me on the train, then it took me back. I had no friend, but of all my belly, somebody that got custody, I cut the tail. Got up next morning about 9:30. Spied a sheriff coming down the lane. Up and then he coughed and he cleared his throat. He said, come on, you dirty omnipresent car. To the courtroom, the trial began, where I was handed by a
too far from what you want to hear, but
maybe there's not that many songs called cocaine blues. All right.
Let's see what we got next. I think we got some banjo.
Oh, we have some banjo
lined up. So if West Valley Mike is still here, or if he maybe if he's fallen asleep on the in front of the show there, it might wake him up.
Oh, he'll sure wake up if he's asleep right now. Alors pour la prochaine qu'on va faire, mon frère va reprendre le banjo. Donc pour ceux qui sont arrivés avec le raid, si jamais vous ne nous avez jamais vus, là vous allez entendre quelque chose puisque le banjo est un instrument assez spécial. C'est un instrument, vous n'avez qu'à regarder, hein. Ça se voit que rien qu'à le prendre, notre niveau intellectuel baisse tout de suite. C'est assez évident. Et c'est aussi un instrument qui a la particularité de ne jamais être accordé en fait. Donc du coup, l'avantage, c'est qu'il est prêt tout de suite. Pas besoin d'essayer de l'accorder, c'est peine perdue. Le problème, c'est que quand on prend un banjo, on est tellement bête qu'on pense qu'on va réussir à l'accorder. Du coup, c'est pour ça que mon frère va essayer de l'accorder et que je vais devoir encore parler pendant 5 minutes pour vous faire patienter. On va faire un morceau de Dillards qui s'appelle Dooley, probablement un de leurs plus grands succès.
So tonight we're doing, if you've joined late, we're doing some songs from the Dillards, from Roy McMillan and from James King, because they're some of them had birthdays a couple of days ago, and James King had the anniversary of his death just today, and so we'd like to honor him and celebrate Roy McMillan and Rodney Dillard and Doug Dillard and all the Dillards. This is one from the Dillards. This is probably their most famous song, one called Dooley. Well, Dooley was a good old man, he lived below the mill. Dooley had 2 daughters and a 40 gallons still. One girl watched motor, the other watched the stand, and Dubba cocked the bottle while old Dooley fetched the man. Dooley, slipping in the holler, Dooley, trying to make a dollar. Dooley, give me a swallow, I'll pay you back someday. Came to him slipping through the woods. Dooley kept behind them and he never lost his good. Now Dooley was a trader, when into town he'd come, both sugar by the bushel and molasses by the ton. Dooley, slipping in the holler, Dooley, trying to make a dollar. Dooley, give me a swallow, I'll pay you back someday. Sorry, and the man sit around and cried. Now Dooley's on the mountain, he left there all alone. They put a jack beside him and a barrel for a stone. Dooley, slipping in the holler, Dooley, trying to make a dollar. Dooley, give us one, I'll pay you back someday. I'll pay you back someday.
Oh, well, I wasn't sure if you wanted to take another break or no.
Alright, that was one called Dooley, written by Rodney Dillard and Mitch Jane there. Probably the Dillards' most famous song, or most famous recording, because they have another song that went really, really famous, but mostly by others, The Old Home Place.
The Old Home Place.
That got probably more famous by J.D. Crowe in the New South.
Oh yeah.
But this little Dooley here is another one that I think was heard on the Andy Griffith Show, and
yeah, I think so.
It's their most well-known hits there. Now I'd like to do another James King number, and this is one called "Lonely River." It features some of that sort of mountain banjo there that you'll probably hear what I mean when I start playing it. Sort of modal and sort of yeah, you'll see sort of a minor playing over major chords, and
so you mean
kind of like pentatonic.
So basically, you mean a mess.
Right. Just
So it's your usual.
right.
Ok, alors le prochain qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau qui s'appelle Lonely River, un morceau célèbre par James King. Et mon frère disait que il y a un petit peu de banjo des montagnes, où c'est un peu, on joue en mineur, mais sur un truc majeur. En gros, en fait, des montagnes, ça veut dire ils savent juste pas jouer, en fait, ils font n'importe quoi, voilà.
We'll stay in the key of B flat there and do another James King there on the banjo. One called Leavin'.
Maintenant, on va faire encore une autre connue par James King qui s'appelle Leaving. Oh, Clarence Mountain backstep riff in there.
Yeah, it's very similar to. I could have done that.
Oh well, Festuca, I know that in bluegrass music there's a lot of songs that make you think of other songs.
There's probably a song with similar melody.
Yeah,
we'd have to think about it. Alright, let's try this Leaving there.
Yep.
You set me up and you put me down. Alright, that's one called Leaving from James King.
Ouais, je vois que ça réveille Westphalia Mike.
Well, we got another one, and still in B flat, and on the banjo there, another James King number. He made this one famous also, and one called Crazy Heart.
La prochaine qu'on va faire, c'est encore une chanson rendue célèbre par James King. Un morceau qui s'appelle Crazy Heart.
Like a wild east wind, so uncertain, you're changing like the weather every day. One night we're in love, the next time hurting. Your crazy heart is driving me insane. Crazy heart, I guess I didn't love you, and I could turn around and walk away. I've only got a half a mind to leave you. Your crazy heart is driving me insane. I only want a love that I can count on, and hold of the promises you made. How can it feel so right or go so wrong? Your crazy heart is driving me insane. Crazy heart, I wish I didn't love you, and run every day. I've only got half a mind to leave you. Your crazy heart is driving me insane. Crazy heart, I wish I didn't love you. Then I would turn around and walk away. And only got a half a mind to leave you. Your crazy heart is driving me insane. Alright, that was Your Crazy Heart from James King. Thanks, Findian Burrows and Manfred
you.
Helvey, for the follows there.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Welcome to the show. I hope you like it. We've got a few more songs to do, well, we're still on the banjo there. We have we had quite a bit on the mandolin there, and so now we have a lot of fun on the banjo here. We'll get down here to the key of G, and
Yeah, a lot of fun.
let's do this little hoedown thing. This is one from Roy McMillan. So another one from Roy McMillan there. One called Saturday Night at the Hoedown.
And if you're new to bluegrass music, know that if I seem to say that the banjo is a dull instrument, it's not fun and it's not good, it's a joke that we like to do in bluegrass. Or so we tell the banjo players. And we do this show every week, same hour, same day. We're about 2 hours in the show, so if you want to catch the next one, you know when to come. And yeah, the next one we'll do one called Saturday Night at the Hoedown. Alors, le prochain qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau de Roy McMillan, ça s'appelle Saturday Night at the Hoedown. Si jamais vous êtes un peu nouveau dans le monde du bluegrass, sachez qu'il y a des plaisanteries qu'on aime bien faire dans le bluegrass. C'est prétendre que le banjo en fait c'est un instrument nul, que ceux qui jouent du banjo sont des abrutis. Ou en tout cas c'est ce qu'on fait croire aux joueurs de banjo bien sûr.
I think G is actually a little bit low. We didn't quite test thoroughly, so we'll probably try to get a little higher.
Well, I'm surprised you say that.
What?
I thought you couldn't read.
I'm trying to see if B would work or B flat. Maybe we'll try B flat. I don't know.
Don't try this at home, kids. We're professionals.
Doesn't look like it.
Professionally unprepared. Oh, thank you very much. Welcome to the Lipad, Bellodon. Thank you very much.
Even though she's 60 or more, your head will be ringing with dancing and singing on the Saturday night at a hotel. Saturday night, well, you ought to come down to the hoedown. Bring your girlfriend or wife for the time of your life. You ain't never seen nothing like a hoedown. If you want to feel free, just come along with me. We'll roll back and love you a low down. We'll roll back the carpet and roll out the barrel on the Saturday night at a hoedown. On the Saturday night at a hoedown.
All right.
I guess it was pretty low. maybe I was supposed to sing it an octave higher. I don't know.
Howdy, Johnny Keith on YouTube. Hope that you're having fun listening to our bluegrass music. And the next one we'll do is one called "Flame in My Heart," and it was recorded by who? James King.
Yep.
Yeah, James King. "Flame in My Heart," and we have a lot of fun with this song.
This is originally a song, a George Jones song, so originally a country song. And we'll try to do this one. We have a lot of fun singing this one. I think the Johnson Mountain Boys recorded it also, probably. And I'll take the mandolin for this last few songs, and well, starting with this one, "The Flame in My Heart."
Alors pour la prochaine, mon frère va prendre sa mandoline. Et on va faire un morceau qui a été enregistré par James King qui s'appelle "Flame in My Heart". Et dedans, on s'amuse bien parce qu'il y a un peu des questions-réponses. Et c'est des questions-réponses à la voix et aussi avec les instruments. Donc on verra ce que ça donne. "Flame in My Heart". Cheated on me.
You cheated on me.
I tried to be fair.
I tried to be fair, but you don't believe
in doing your share. lesson.
I've learned my lesson.
And now I can say,
oh, but now I can say the flame in my heart is dying away, dying away. Your kisses don't thrill me like they used to do. Your arms only thrill me. I'm glad that we're through.
My heart was once yearning,
My heart was once yearning,
but now I can say,
oh, but now I can say the flame in my heart is dying away, is dying away.
you fool me a while.
You fooled me a while.
You thought you were wise.
Well, you thought you were wise. You even believed I fell for your lies.
But the trick turned on you,
And the trick turned on you.
and now I can say,
Oh, but now I can say the flame in my heart is dying away. Your kisses don't thrill me like they used to do. Your arms only chill me. I'm glad that we're through.
my heart was once yearning,
My heart was once yearning,
but now I can say,
oh, but now I can say the flame in my heart is dying away, is dying away. All right, the flame in my heart. Oh, Johnny Keith is right now in George Jones's hometown.
that's nice. It's Georgian song.
How do we say hee how in French? Not. I don't think it has a direct equivalent.
Oh, probably not. Yeah, I know there's like kind of the Cajun sonority as ah-hee, or things like that, but
You were confusing hee how and yee how, I think.
yeah, maybe.
And also, Cajun is not
yeah,
French.
yeah. I know.
All right, we got one more Roy McMillan there for you folks, and this is one that Ralph Stanley also recorded, and Larry Efo recorded as well. A good friend of ours. They did it a little bit different, sped up the song just a little bit. I will try to do it the way Roy McMillan recorded it. One called Mountain Folks.
Yep. And
Wasn't it a song that somebody requested on YouTube?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was.
Our friend from Grayson, Kentucky, Bo Isaacs.
Oh yeah, boys.
Bo Isaacs, a good friend of ours from Kentucky there.
Oh yeah, he's.
I think he requested this song once, so I don't know if he's listening. He used to be listening before going to bed. Maybe a little late nowadays.
Yeah,
but,
maybe it's a little late now.
But at least now we've learned it, so we can do it for him
Oh yeah.
sometime.
And
Mountain Folks.
And if you have any requests, now is the time to send them to us, because we only have like a few songs planned, and if we get short of new songs to play, we'll end the show. So now is the time to request songs if you want. Of course, you could request any song. You could request song all along the show, but and now is kind of some of your last chances. Mountain Folks. Alors, la prochaine qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau de Roy McMillan qui s'appelle Mountain Folks. Il y en a beaucoup pour trop parler en anglais, j'ai pas tout traduit.
Mama and Papa died when we were young. We don't care what people call us. Look at the work our hands have done. Mountain folks, mountain folks. Everybody calls us mountain folks. Whole lot of work and a little bit of pay. Everybody calls us mountain folks. Mountain folks, mountain folks. Everybody calls us mountain folks. A whole lot of work and a little bit of pay. Everybody calls us mountain folks. Everybody calls us mountain folks. J'ai oublié la répétition dans toute la chanson sur la fin.
I'll switch from 45 to 78. I understand what you're saying, and that shows my age.
Oh, we never were gonna use 78s. All right, that was Mountain Folks, and it's deceptively fast, I would say. Doesn't sound really fast when you listen to the melody, but it moves around pretty fast behind it. All right, we got one last song planned, and it's one from James King, and well, I've seen some people mention that we played a lot of sad songs tonight. Well, this is another one of them.
Well, someone is asking for Dooley.
It's another one, a good storytelling song. Oh well, we played Dilly a while back, but a while ago, but we probably can do it again.
Yeah, we can do it again.
Let's do it after this one.
All right.
So at least we won't end on a downer.
Yeah.
Although I guess Dooley dies at the end of the song as well. So.
Yeah, but it's a fun song. You know, if you just look at the lyrics of bluegrass songs, most of them are sad. But usually it's sad, but viewed in a good way, because it's just life. I requested it last time too. Well, we'll do it after this one. We'll do this last one from James King, one called Bed by the Window. Donc la précédente qu'on a fait, Mountain Folks, c'est une chanson qui a été enregistrée par un de nos amis, Larry Ifo. Larry Ifo and the Bluegrass Mountaineers, un excellent groupe moderne de bluegrass. Beaucoup de trucs traditionnels et très, très sympathiques. It's impossible to make a banjo sound sad. Well, I agree. Et maintenant, on va faire un morceau qui a été enregistré par James King en bluegrass, un morceau qui s'appelle Bed by the Window. C'est une chanson, si jamais vous n'avez pas envie de trop déprimer, n'allez pas regarder les paroles.
Two old friends shared a room in a home for the elderly, confined to their beds, their bodies given way. Old Joe lay by the window and he watched the world go by. Bill lived to hear him tell about the world outside. They shared with each other the stories of their lives and relived all their memories and dreams of a better time. Outside the leaves were changing as summer turned to fall, and from the bed by the window, old Joe described it all. From the bed by the window, he'd tell how the the sun came up each day. From the bed by the window, he told it just that way. On a cold winter morning, in the light of the dawn, the bed by the window was empty. Old Joe had passed and gone. They moved Bill by the window. He couldn't hold back the tears. He'd finally see the view outside after all these years. From the bed by the window, he couldn't see out at all. There was nothing at that window but an old brick wall. A new friend shares a room in a home for the elderly. Confined to his bed, his body's given way. Now Bill lay by the window as the days go by, and his new friend left to hear him tell about the world outside. From the bed by the window, he'd tell how the children play, the lovers in the park, the ducks out on the lake, the little boy swept the sidewalk when the sun came up each day. From the bed by the window, he told it just that way. Two old friends shared a room in a home for the elderly. All right, that was Bed by the Window.
I'm really sorry to hear that, Baladon. I hope that your mother will be well as she can be. And yeah, the name of the song is "Bed by the Window" by James King. Yeah.
Right.
And
it is a very moving song.
yeah, we saw James King when he was already ill, and
we got to see James James King a couple of times live, and the first time, not sure what year it was, but he was still doing strong.
he was
And
all right.
but the next time we saw him, he was very ill and weak.
Very ill and weak.
And
He almost couldn't sing this song because he just cried.
well, you know what? I think James King often had a hard time singing his sad songs because he put so much emotion in his singing that it kind of gets through, you know.
Yeah, that's the downside of being the bluegrass storyteller. Well, but that's great, and I think this is the right thing to do.
It's certainly good for her to have a loving family.
Yeah, a loving family to take care of her, and that's a good thing. So now we've been asked about Dooley, a little bit of Dooley.
Let's stay in B flat there.
B flat. All right. Yep. Real stories, real people. That's
All right, so we'll try to do Dooley again for. Who did request Dooley again? Monda Green.
Monda Green.
Monda Greener.
Monda Greener, this is for you.
That and boil them cabbage down.
Well, we can do both.
Well, boil them cabbage down is an old fail tune. We can do a little bit of it.
Yeah. And thank you for the follow, Yak714. Fetch them out. Dooley, slipping up the holler. Dooley, try to make a dollar. Dooley, give me a swallow, I'll pay you back someday. The revenuerist came to him, slipping through the wood. And he never lost his good. Now Dooley was a trader, went into town, he'd come with sugar by the bushel and molasses by the ton. Dooley, slipping up the holler. Dooley, trying to make a dollar. Dooley, give me a swallow, I'll pay you back someday. Beside him and a barrel for a stone. Dooley, slipping the water.
cabbage down. That is.
Oh yeah.
Well, the darlings have entered the chat. I think they did sing this one, or variant of this one, on the Andy Griffith show. I think I might have stolen a verse or two from the darling sister. I've probably forgotten another couple of verses, but. All right. Well, we had a lot of fun with you all, and I think it's just about time to wrap up the show and say goodnight to everybody. And we hope to see you next week. We have no idea what we're going to do, but we'll find something. And it was really fun having you all with us.
I think maybe next week is Memorial Day.
Is it next week or the next one? Maybe next week.
I think it's next week.
Might be Memorial Day, so we'll try to do something special for that.
Yeah.
And hope you all had a good time and were able to do a test run for all the new emotes that Vegan Vixen gave us. So glad that of the result and that she gave us those emotes.
Oh yeah, she's very talented.
Yeah, they look really good, and we'll have to have them. Well, thank you so much, everybody, and Vixens. Thanks again for the emotes. If we can, make you have a good time there before going to bed, and lift everybody's spirits up. It's always fun to do, and we really enjoy it.
Well, the Vegan Vixen, if we hadn't just performed a 2-hour show and were quite tired, you would see us blush.
We're already blushing from the heat. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll probably try to find some other people doing music so that we can send you guys to them. And we'll try to do a little bit of an instrumental while we send the raid. And before that, we'll try to say some
Did we
goodbyes.
think Acheron Atropos is a very Greek name for the follow?
I don't know.
If we missed it, well, thank you for the follow. And it was a real good fun, and we hope to see you next time. We'll try to find somewhere to send you all, and leave you with a little instrumental there. I got a little idea of what I might want to do, and probably just surprise my brother with one we haven't done in years.
Right. I saw also that someone said that he was listening from Poland, I think.
All right, I saw that. Poland. That's someone who maybe will not go to sleep after that, or maybe they.
We have a Polish song. Maiden's Prayer or something.
Yes,
but it's been a while.
Do I remember Maiden's Prayer?
Do you remember it?
Maiden's Prayer is an old, originally Polish piano number, written by a lady in the first half of the 20th century. And it was picked up in the United States by Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys, and done as a Western swing instrumental. And don't know if I can remember it, but this is one that we should try to remember one of these days.
Yeah, it's not bad if you can't remember it right now. It's been a long time.
But it's a very slow song, so it would put everyone to sleep, I think.
Probably. Alors on arrive sur la fin du show, merci à tous d'avoir suivi, on espère que vous avez passé un bon moment avec nous. On remercie encore tout le monde d'être venu et d'avoir écouté notre musique, partagé un petit peu ce moment musical, un petit peu de joie et d'amusement en ce mardi matin ou lundi soir suivant l'endroit où vous êtes. Et on aimerait encore remercier The Vegan Vixen qui nous a fait plein d'émotes. Donc sur des instruments, si vous avez vu ce soir des instruments avec des notes de musique vertes et des chœurs, c'est elle qui a fait ces émotes ce week-end et nous a fait la surprise de nous les envoyer. Et ensuite mon frère lui a dit non mais en fait là il y a un problème avec le banjo, c'est pas comme ça, etc. Et incroyablement elle a travaillé dessus, elle a tout rectifié pour que ce soit bien précis et tout, comme ça mon frère va pas faire une syncope. Voilà, en tout cas, on espère que vous avez passé un bon moment, que vous avez passé une excellente semaine et que vous reviendrez un de ces quatre. Prenez bien soin de vous et puis à la semaine prochaine. Donc la semaine prochaine, a priori, ce sera le Memorial Day, donc on va faire probablement un truc, un thème avec un peu les guerres et tout ça.
Encore quelque chose de joyeux,
Et
quoi.
la mémoire.
All right, let's get there yourself in the key of A there, and
On va vous envoyer en raid sur quelqu'un, je sais pas encore qui.
I think we'll send you to Tanuki.
On va vous envoyer sur Tanuki, et avant ça, on va faire un petit instrumental.
Let's.
Bah, merci beaucoup, Colibrigan. Merci beaucoup.
All right, we'll send you to Tanuki and leave you with. We'll try to do this old Bill Monroe instrumental, the Gold Rush.
All right. So it's good and all that you want to surprise me, but you have to tell me the key.
I did tell you just now. You didn't listen. The key of A.
Key of A. Well, you know, you have to be.
I have to speak louder
to
because
be nice.
No,
You
he's
play...
deaf. He's deaf because of the banjo playing.
Yeah, I'm deaf because of the banjo.
I can understand that. All right, let's try to do this little the Gold Rush.
Oh yeah.
Alright, that was really close. Alright, if there's anybody left here on the stream, we're just gonna put in the ending screen there, and we hope you have a great week ahead of you, and good night.
Thank you very much. Good night. Merci à tous.